I did it. I completed this fucking sketchbook. It took me less time than it probably should have. Let's be honest. Probably should have taken me longer. But you know what? It didn't. You know what? I stormed through this thing, and you guys get to benefit from it. I never finished the side. I really... I actually did this in negative years, like a ton of negative years. And then I got my name on. I'm just showing you the outside because I haven't... This is just this sketchbook. We only have this one today. I'm sorry. That's all we got. But it's I believe it's an Ohuhu sketchbook, and I love it. I got it for my birthday from my mother. Not sponsored. It was just a present that I really liked, and the nicest sketchbook I own. It came with a protector sheet that I'm so going to be using because the rest of my sketchbooks are like from Five Below. They're way cheaper because I got them in a big pack, and this is nicer. This is nicer than I normally have. It was started January 8th of this year. And I finished it yesterday, so 6/1/25. So it took me about 5 months to fill this thing, but the most of it was done in a month. I had like a break period where I wasn't sketching that much and I was doing other things, but now we have just a ton of sketching, and I like to do a self-portrait on the first page. Guess who it is? It's me. Ooh, it's me knocked. I was seeing what the paper could handle, and I noticed that the pen I used to line this smeared horribly. I fixed it as best as I could, but there was a period where I was desperately trying to fix this. But yeah, that's the first page. More knock sketches, more just sketches of my avatar and of me, and figuring out how I would want it to look if I was the one doing the like exclusively there, because obviously like 3D models, I can only push it so far. And if I just, eventually I do want to do like a proper like 2D model or like a 2.5D model. And I was trying to figure out how I would change the design. This is a D&D campaign that I had to leave due to personality reasons, as things happen. Sometimes you just don't gel with a group as much as you think you do. This is Mari. And then this is our lovely Rosie's character, Adrian. It was still Adrian, right? I think so, because she was making a joke about Cat Noir, because my character's name was Marinette, so he was just like, oh, so I'll be Cat Noir. And that's how that went. And I drew them several times. They were end game. If we had gotten to the end of the game, they would have been end game. And I like drawing her. She was very pretty, and also like the quiet deadly. She was a cleric, very fun. Oh, here we start getting into some of my OCs. We don't get like too far into them. We get into them later. This is Icarus and his wife Titania, and then Adis. I do go through the process of fully redesigning all of them. I do like Icarus doesn't change. Icarus always looks like this. Nia kind of always looks like this, but yeah. I was just drawing some headshots. There's a lot of headshots in this. I wanted to work on them and figuring out expressions and stuff, and not just drawing the same 5 expressions. And this is before I really figured out how I wanted highlighters to look. I really do figure out highlighters. I do. More of me because I'm vain. No, I was figuring out horns. Someone called me a sheep once, and I'll never not be mad about that. No, I'm a dragon. Teehee, I'm a dragon. More Mari, because she's cute and I love her, and I wanted to design a more casual outfit. This is my old My Hero Academia OC. I covered her, like, briefly. Like, I just drew her once. I don't remember why. I love the idea of what would scientists look like in the My Hero world. That is genuinely something I love. This is more for that D&D campaign that isn't happening. I was helping someone. I like to do art for every one of the players' characters whenever I'm playing. And this was for someone who joined later. What's that? Here, I like to redesign OCs every once in a while when I don't know what to draw. And this time it was my Bleach OC. There was not much for her. I just remembered her name was Suki, and there she was. She was cute. I like her hair. I was figuring out, I think it's a really good exercise to make up OCs for things, even if you like never touch them again, to figure out how you would design a character in that world. I just think it's fun. I just think it's neat. And here's my Ruby OC. I was like, the team would be Moss, and this, what was she? Oh, Melanie Mauve. Even though this is a little bit more pink than mauve, it's the right vibes. I give her a bow that turns into a sword. Just trying to figure out how that would look. Concept, just like a character concept, world. I was like, ooh, I like drawing pretty ladies in like Grecian robes. Why not? And here we have, oh, this is a pair of glasses I really want. What was I oh, hello, Nami. Oh, no, this is the same character. I was playing with a glasses idea that I think I scrapped for her and took somewhere else. But they're real glasses I want to get when I update my prescription soon. And I think they're really cool. I like them. I've seen them in other things too, but I really like them. I want them. Give them to me. Give me new eyeballs. It's okay if I wear glasses if they're all pretty. But yeah, I was playing with using a dark, I think that was a wash marker. Like, I think it was like an inker. Oh, my hair is weird. Oh, it was like an inker and then over highlighter and figuring out how that would look because I was very limited. This is before I got my really nice highlighters that I did kill several of them in the sketchbook. Be warned. We will get into the highlighter phase. Lyra, this is for the Lovely Peaches campaign that we haven't started yet, but I was designing my character, and she's a bird lady. She's not an Aasimar. She is a special race that Peach made of elves that have bird wings. Which, I think it's a little overpowered, but who's going to say no to a flight speed? Genuinely. Who's going to say no to a flight speed when you could have a flight speed? Oh, here we're doing a little bit, oh, I almost dropped the whole sketchbook. Steven Universe stuff. Some Howlite. It's my favorite gemstone. I have a Howlite, Worrystone somewhere. Not nearby, but I drew her. She's fun. I like the idea of a gemstone on the throat. I like chokers, so of course that's where I put my gemstone. More Lyra. There's a lot of Lyra. I won't lie. Ha ha ha. It's early in the morning. I'm sorry. But yeah, I like this one. This is the first saffron. This is probably the worst saffron. I was playing with a scratchy pen that I have that I really like. Let's see. Do I have them? They'd be in the inking. I have several pencil bags. This is the one that is for like the flat colors and like the basics that I use. Like your nice, like my gray highlighter that I've nearly killed. Let's see. Where's the scratchy pens? These guys. Yeah. They have really absolutely thin pens. I was still getting used to how they worked on the paper and how thin the lines are. Yeah, you got a little bit of drawing time. It's not really a drawing, but you know what I mean. You know the vibes that we're going for. But yes, Lyra. Love her. Very pretty lady. Pretty lady that I love very dearly. And I cannot wait to get to play her. Sometimes when I, draw a pose I really like and it would cover her hair for the wings, or if the wings would cover too much of the pose, I just draw them like little like that. We can just pretend that those are her wings. See, I do it over here too. It's just, those are her wings. Just accept it. Just accept it. It's the same. More Lyra, more expressions, figure out how exactly she would not freeze to death if we went to a cold climate. I was just like, you know what? We can just put a fluff around her neck. It's the same. It's the same thing. Poses with flying, because that's not easy. That's not easy, and it's not fun. More from the side. That was again with the scratchy pen because I wanted her tail to actually be obvious because they did have a tail. Peach gave us tails. I'm very I can't wait for her to make a proper sheet so I make sure I did everything right because most of this was through text, but I got the design part right and that's what matters. Oh, no, we don't get to see what's under that. That's terrible. This is Soul Eater. I posed a question to all the froggies of, between me and my partner, which one of us is the weapon and which one of us is the Meister, and they universally said I'm the Meister, and, like, I'm mad about it, but you know what? It is what it is. There's a little Mari down here, more Lyra, and then just Soul Eater. I think Tyler would be a big-ass battle axe or a big-ass greatsword. Or a hammer. He could be a big-ass hammer. I would love the big-ass hammer. Hey, Chomp, you're not a sket. Okay, bye. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the cameo of the cat. More D&D characters, more girls, more pretty ladies. I love playing pretty ladies. More Mari. We had to avoid the guards. We had someone who I assume is the big bad evil guy. I'll never truly know, but that was my assumption. And we needed to avoid the guards. We had pinned him in his office. We had him grappled, and everyone had him. We were trying to desperately interrogate him. And it got to the point where, like, hey, the guards are going to come. We could go, like, to jail. So I put him in my bag of holding. And we invented a new method of torture by occasionally pulling him out of the bag of holding and putting him back in the bag of holding. We're bad people. What's this? Oh, yep, more me. I was testing out this marker to see how much, well, it would bleed. I like the look of this now, but I was really worried at the time because, like, the pen did not stay exactly where I wanted it to. There was a lot of feathering that I didn't like. But, yeah, we got some more Lyra. Maybe her as her younger, and then just me, little me. I was fusing me and some people in my life to figure out what we would look like together. And Tyler looked at this one and was like, hey, what part of that's me? I was like, Screw you. let me draw my pretty things. Okay, we're getting into the newer stuff. We're getting into me getting highlighters. This was a bleed page. I wanted to see how these markers worked, and it didn't work the way I wanted it to. Was it this one? Yeah, it bled. It bled through a little bit. You can see just a little bit of it, and I was devastated because these were really nice brush markers, but they bled. I love this drawing. I don't know why, but this one, very fond of this one. This was highlighters. This was before. Was it before? Yeah, it must have been before I got the nice ones because I would have used different tones here. I would have been able to fill in a lot more of that. These are some fine liners I have that are a bunch of different colors. Do I have any in here? I think I have them in a different page, but they're thin fine liners that I love. They're multicolor and I love sketching in them. Very fun, very nice. And they don't bleed. They really stick to where I want them to be, which is really nice. On here I was swatching all of my new highlighters. You're going to see these highlighters a lot. Speaking of seeing the highlighters a lot. Now, a proper brown highlighter blew my mind. I didn't know you could make those. I thought, like, the highlighter version of that color was just orange. I genuinely flabbergasted, overjoyed, and look, a little froggy of each of you guys. Oh my god. I was showing my mom how you can wipe off the wax of crayons and make nice, smoother crayon stuff. Just a sketch back here, another sketch. I think that was... No, that's not Saffron. It can't be. This is Saffron. This is my girl. Oh, I think I was playing with this outfit idea that I then steal and give to Saffron later. Shadow Milk Cookie, the girl Shadow Milk Cookie, which I do play with more later because we got her again. She's like in the new splash art, the loading screen. So excited. Oh my god, Cookie Run Kingdom. We're going to talk about it. There's going to be a lot of cookies. Be prepared for the cookies. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about the sun. They're going to be here. More Shadow Milk. This is the first time I drew Shadow Milk. I didn't commit on the long hair. That's my only regret for this drawing. I think it would have been great if I had committed for the long hair. Nami, are you gonna, okay. Hi, Nami, are you a drawing now? Sweetie, I need you to go. You're very sweet, but you're in the way. Thank you for your purrs. Thank you. More Saffron where I took that outfit and put it on her. This is Ash Berry Cookie. I was making myself, Nami, you are not a sketchbook. Thank you this time. Yeah, just trying to design how to simplify the stuff that I like about my design to make me a cookie. Because I like cookies. Yay! I'm obsessed with cookies. My life revolves around cookies. And then over here we have my like main OC, which we'll get into. I promise, Jaguar. We'll get into it. This is his mom when she was younger. And then his dad when he was younger. And yeah, highlighters. Highlighters are fun. Saffron, another Saffron. I was playing with the highlighters, figuring out how the blues. I was like, oh, I got a lot of blues and purples. You know who's blue and purple? Actually, I think this is my least favorite Saffron that I did. Because I'm still playing with how I want to change some of the outfit. And, like, the pose is nice. I love the, like, waterfall hair, but it looks like water, not clouds. It's supposed to look like clouds. It doesn't look like clouds. Here's the first, like, Shadow Milk. Here's the first proper Shadow Milk with all the highlighters. Love the way I did the shading in the cape. I'm very proud of that. Very much love that. I love this expression. I go back and forth between drawing a ton of cookies and like no cookies because I didn't want to just fill this sketchbook with cookies. I didn't want you guys to have to see all the cookie art because there's a lot of cookie art. I started with pre-awakened vanilla. I started drawing him awakened much later in the sketchbook because I love his hair and like I love pure vanilla so much, guys. Like It's too much. I love him I like him more than Shadow Milk. I know I yell about Shadow Milk, but that's because I love pure vanilla so much, but in a quieter way. I'm obsessed with his hair. More pure vanilla. And then we have just a modern AU that I kind of hate. I'm not gonna lie, I hate this so much. But you know what? It is what it is. Okay, we're into new shit. I hope you guys are ready for new shit. We're finally into new shit. Eternal Sugar, love her. We finished that one last time. Oh, I tried to make Icarus a cookie. I do this way later, actually. That's very interesting. That I gave him blueberry tart cookie, flower dragon cookie. Ooh, flower dragon cookie might not be bad. I was talking about, we were playing Siege, me and my friends, and we were talking, I was just talking about Shadow Milk Cookie, and it got to the point where like, we're dying here. Please lock the fuck in. Stop talking about the cookies, please. My partner and I are playing Kingdom Hearts sometimes on our own. Well, more like he's playing and I'm watching him, and this was the Boston Wonderlands, and he died to it a lot. Okay, this is like the last time I played with their normal designs of Icarus, Adis, and Nia before I fixed them. I think Icarus likes to use Adis because Adis is a dragon, and like technically he's his advisor. He's really just his boyfriend. And because this man has no political knowledge, this man is not useful in politics. Icarus handles his job, but scaring people is very fun. This is Peach's OC for the D&D campaign I'm gonna run. I drew her for her because she was struggling with drawing people, and I was like, hey, I need things to draw. You can just send me your references and I'll do it. I don't mind. I really don't. More Shadow Milk and more Vanilla, but I fucked up the colors on this one. And I was so mad because the colors, they just got so fucked. They're so much more neon than they should be. And I was mad about it. And then I drew Nia, and this is going to start the spiral. Hold on, I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit. This starts the spiral of me drawing them repeatedly. Be ready. Okay, we start with Adis. We start with figuring out how I wanted him to look. And, first a little throuple drawing. First a cute little throuple drawing. I wanted, the defining key points, I always like to make a bullet point so I know I'm not straying from this, of like, he's a big dog. He's a big guy, sorry. He's a puppy man. Like, he's a sweetheart, and he's vaguely inhuman. Like, there's something about him that's not human. I love this drawing so much. This is where I figured out the design. Pretty much. I mean, I changed his outfit, but the face is pretty spot on to the final. I play with his proportions sometimes. But this is Adis. I love him very dearly. I think he is a nice, fun, playful man who is scary because he can turn into a fucking dragon. This is like a little modern one that I love the big coat. I'm a big fan of big coats. I do a color very similar with this in something way later. Nia, love me some Nia. Titania, this is Icarus's wife. She's a sweetheart. She's very fun. She is very hot and she knows it. And that's great. That's supposed to be Icarus's mom, though it's kind of wrong. Like, both of these are kind of like weird, wrong auroras. And then we have a very sweet Icarus Adis sweetheart. There's a point way later on where Icarus like gets kidnapped by the guys that they're fighting, and then eventually he gets back, and it's very sweet, even though he has lost an eye and a leg by the time he gets back. It's not great. The man goes through some shit. I was playing with Icarus, figuring out if like I actually really wanted to change anything with Icarus's design, and I really don't. He's really just the same man. There's something way later on that looks identical to that, I swear. Hold on. Okay, no it doesn't. I'm just crazy. Don't worry, we'll get there. Here's more Nia. Love her. She's so pretty. I showed this one in the Discord when I drew it because I was really proud of it. And so like it's a thruple. And I'm not gonna read this aloud, but I like to do little character comics. Some of these are a little not safe for work. Like, it's nothing drawn graphic, but like, if you're a child, please don't read it. I do little chibis of each of them so I can fully cement their designs. It's not to scale. They're not to scale of each other. Nia's is way bigger than it should be. Of like how their base outfits are. Because like they have other outfits, but these are their base outfits. These are their go-to drawing outfits. I realize now I gave Adis a lot of unnecessary belts. And then there's me. That's me. Look, it's me. Ooh, it's me. Henry, this is a totally different character. Hold on, I'm readjusting in my chair. You're seeing nothing. Nothing is different. Henry, this is another POV character. This is Icarus's brother's husband, okay? So, like, Icarus's brother-in-law. He's a mage. His father-in-law hates him. I was trying to figure out how to do a scar on his face, and I ended up just layering highlighters like this. It looks weird, but I wanted to go very ink spilly, and I failed, but this is the final design that I really liked. And then Icarus's brother was next on that list of he's supposed to be like, he's like the Golden Prince. That's his little moniker. And he's a really cool guy. He's really chill. He loves his brother more than like anything. And he's really chill, but like he gives off the like surfer bro, frat bro, jock type vibes of like you don't think he'd really give a shit, but he really does. And I love him. I think he's a very good guy. We start getting into drawing the throuple a lot. I'm not gonna lie. They love each other, and that's what matters. And I start drawing them. I start actually working on character poses where characters are all together, which is a weak point of mine. I can draw one person over and over again, but I struggle with drawing people interacting. And I wanted to do better about that. So I tried. Oh, here we have, Ruby! I tried to draw as accurate in style as I could in Ruby, which is a little hard because they are 3D, but RWBY Ruby, literally Ruby from Ruby. Love it. Very good. Very fun. I like the coat. I really like how they do the coat in volume 1. And I didn't realize how many redesigns this girl got. She changed designs so often. And then here we have Adis's siblings, his twin Tasia. God, I don't know why I stuttered on Tasia. And then his younger brother, Nico, who is like 12 but looks 15. I don't, like, dragon genetics are weird. He's one of those things where he looks way older than he should be, even though, and then he talks and you're like, oh, that's a child. What? Why are you so tall? He's like kids who get really tall really fast, and it's really jarring. Like those middle schoolers who've hit 6 foot, and it's scary that they're taller than their teachers. It's like that. Okay. More Tasia. Love her. That was her old outfit. That was like an outfit I used for her a lot. And I've been trying to play with giving her a more like inline outfit. I know she can wear whatever she wants, but I wanted to play with it. I wanted to play with it a little bit. Sue me. Nia, more Nia. And then an Icarus Atis comic where Icarus is like, have you ever eaten a date? Eaten a date? Like, he's like, is this dragon racism? A date's a fruit, guys. It's a fruit. It's a fruit. He doesn't realize it's a fruit. That's the joke. That's the whole joke. Tyler thought that one was stupid. Oh, we're getting into cookie time. I'm not going to read this one either between Henry and Decree, but it's their dynamic. Enjoy that I also ran out of space on the page. Enjoy that I ran. Most of these are like text memes that I found on Pinterest, and I just went, you know what? It'd be fun to draw them. So yeah, we have Candle Apple. Okay, hi Nami. You're not a cookie. You don't get to sit here. I'm sorry. You don't get to move my camera. You don't. I'm sorry. Candy Apple Cookie, and then Black Sapphire Cookie. He's the grapes. He's the Black Sapphire grapes. His earrings are grapes, guys. Oh, I lose my mind at that. I love them. Okay, more cookies. Prune Juice Cookie, best femboy in the game. Linzer Cookie, who I only recently pulled. I have officially pulled every epic. I still need Super Epics, Legendaries, one of the Beasts, and 2 of the specials. But I'm on my way. Matcha Cookie, I'm weirdly proud of this one. I really like the Matcha Cookie. I lie here and I say, okay, cookie time over. Cookie time's not over. Vampire Cookie, I tried to draw him. I didn't know how his shirt would look. I struggled with that. More me. Wow, look, it's me. And it's like dragon. I tried to draw a dragon. It didn't go well. Let's figure out cookie anatomy here. Another Icarus. I think that's supposed to be Tasia, but it's wrong if it is. There's some things that are wrong about that. Maybe it's just a woman. It's very possible it's just a person. We got more Saffron. This is a good Saffron in my opinion. Her hair really looks like clouds. Green Icarus. Why? Because I was trying out my green highlighter. That's sometimes it. There was a thing that I did in one of my last sketchbooks where it was layering markers on top of each other to make cityscapes. And I did that with alcohol markers, and I wanted to test it with this because I knew if I used alcohol markers, it would just bleed right through. Did not work. Did not do what I wanted. Very sad. Very sad. Very sad. This is where the art block starts. I draw a bunch of eyeballs. I draw a gemstone up there. I draw some muscles. And I draw some faces. And I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. Art block has struck. It officially starts striking here. After filling so many pages in only a couple of days, art block strikes it. I refuse. I don't want to let it happen. I draw some more people with highlighters. I'm still yelling about art block. This one, I corrected it, but you can very faintly see the line of where the body was originally going to be. And I just put head too big for her goddamn body. Because it was. It really was. It was a problem. Okay. Oh, I drew Icarus' scars. He has a messed up eye where he has a torn pupil. That's a fun thing I found out about. I was like, you know what? Let's traumatize my character with this. He has a bunch of scars. This one's from like a dragon war he fought in when he was way too young to be fighting in a war. This one's a mate bite. Dragons bite each other, bite their mates, and it shares their lifespans. It's a whole thing. 3, small battle wound. Just a small battle wound. I think I know when that's from, but that means something to me at some point. His brother did this one. It wasn't on purpose, but this one caused this one to happen. Otherwise, Icarus would have gone bye-bye. There's a little bit of lore for you. And Icarus had a burnt leg, and he had to amputate it, and he has a better prosthetic now. It's nice. There's magic. We can have magic in this world. Then I started asking people, I was like, hey, tell me who to draw. I want to draw someone. Tell me who. I'm struggling. I need to know. So I drew Grimjow as close as I could from Bleach for Jaguar because she's obsessed with him and I thought that would make her happy. These are for Tyler. He wanted Nero from Devil May Cry and that guy from DMC3, I think. I have no idea who it is. Now we get into my style studies. I try to draw them as close as I can to the canon material. This is Bleach. This is just some Bleach drawings. I draw them as close as I can to canon. I try to stay on model as possible. And then I draw them in my style. And then I genuinely really like how these came out. Sometimes Kubo does these little Rukias that, like, he always draws Rukia with the, like, tiniest dot eyes and, like, startled expressions. And I love them. So I wanted to do a little bit one of my own. I apparently thought she was like a cat when I did this one. Okay. Oh, I tried to do some Black Butler once. I think these two are the only ones that are good. These started making me feel not good. So I stopped. I really stopped. And then I went back to cookie time. I started drawing the ancients. I love this white lily cookie. Oh, love it. And then the dark cacao. I ranked my favorites on the ancients, and it's probably PV, dark cacao, white lily, golden cheese, holly berry. I am not a holly berry stan. There's something about her buns that make me upset. I don't know why, but it's a thing. But yeah, I draw all the ancients. Here are the others that I missed. There's a small PV because I draw him enough. It's her buns. I hate these. I don't like them. But I did my best at drawing her, and I like golden cheese. I think golden cheese fun. I like other cheese cookies more than golden cheese. Like mozzarella. Mozzarella owns my heart. This is Aurora. This is Icarus's mom. So Icarus loved her, right? Thought she was the best in the world. Thought she was amazing. Thought she was the perfect queen. She was not. Girly kind of deserved getting killed. She ignored some of her responsibilities a lot, and she just let her husband wage tiny wars and insult people, and like, she was not a good queen, but she did love her family. You can't say that she didn't love her family. I start playing with this idea of a world with magic that like the government gives you jobs. Like that jobs are like there's schools and stuff. I play with this more. This was just more of a fun character building thing. It probably won't actually become anything, but like a transport sector, a combat sector, an oracle magic area, farming and gardening. I do condense these into smaller schools so we can have like sections, like proper section. I think I do 5 or 6. Oh, I play with the goddess because like, oh, where's the magic come from? It comes from the goddess. Ooh, who's our main character? I start exploring how I want the main character to look. The main character is one who has been given permission to study all the magics, and like you follow her through each one. That was my idea. It was my excuse to draw pretty ladies in modern clothes. This is how I test out hairstyles, by the way. And I ruled it to liking these 3. I like this one a lot. I didn't like it in execution. Like these feel very different to me. And I was sold on giving her those glasses from earlier. Absolutely had to. I liked 2 a lot. And I liked 3, but 3 just told me it was Twilight Sparkle. Like I worried it was just Twilight Sparkle. And that wasn't good to me. That was bad. I'm playing around with it. I kind of hate this one now, but in the moment I loved it. And I was playing more with outfits down here. And this is where I start condensing. This is where I build her up in a proper outfit and everything. I was only using pen. I had no references. I wasn't allowed to flip back the page because I didn't want to get too, like, there were no rules yet. Here are all the magic types that I came up with. There's a lot. And like what each role. This character I start fleshing out more and more. I really like her. The rest of them I kind of got to the point where I wasn't having fun anymore. So I started playing with this ink wash. I have these brush pens, and I have gouache, and I wanted to see how this paper would handle it surprisingly well, genuinely. So I colored in some hair. I did a bunch of quick drawings like with some expressions, and I colored in the hair to see how varied it would give me. And then I go back to Eternal Sugar. Can you blame me? Look at how pretty she is. Wouldn't you want to go back to her? Okay, and then I have some quick little... I go online, I go onto Pinterest, I find a bunch of women or like poses for like single poses because I wanted to make more dynamic poses with just single people. And then I add highlighter, I like sketch out in highlighter, and then I do pen over it. So I do that a couple times. I do that with this character again. I do that over here. I like them better without eyes. I tried to put them with eyes here, but I like them better without eyes. I thought it gave the good vibe. Oh, here I go back to the characters again. Where I condense the schools into 5, which are, 5. Industrial, nature, research, artistic, and utility or special forces. And I figure out the glasses a little bit more. I try giving her longer hair. I have mixed feelings on it, but I love long hair. So I think I do end up keeping it for now. Nothing is set in stone. This is really just an exploratory concept in terms of creating characters. Love her. I name her Ripley. I officially name her Ripley in this. Vibes only. Nothing is canon. This is like an artistic lady. This is a research lady. This is a gardening lady, and I hate this one. This one did not come out the way I wanted. I draw more Ripley. I figure out how I want her to look. I keep doing this. I figure out her hair, how it curls back to make wings. So it's to look like wings, because she like specifically has like a big bird that she does transportation on. She can do like a taxi service, and she can build things, and she's very resourceful. I draw a bunch of shitty cats. I really wanted to draw cats poorly, and that's what I did. More posing. I guess I never fully finished that one. I have a rule about, like, if you can't finish something in one sitting, you're done. Like, hands off, you're done. Yeah, art block was back in full force here. I was playing with, like, other designs. I draw more Ripley in outfits. I love her. This is when the goggles come in. This is when I start adding goggles to her design. I play with her hair, the different segments of it, and... Oh yeah, I have a very light pen under this that you can barely see. You can see it best in this area. More Ripley. I love Ripley. Genuinely such a fun character. Genuinely like her a lot. Really think that she was a good pick. I like her design. I really do like how it came out. Yeah, anatomy poses. I figured if I didn't have to draw any, like, other things, like just the poses. If I just had to do the poses, I'd feel better. And I do feel better after that point. Here we have more Saffron. I start working on how I want her design to look. And I can feel a phase coming. And, like, I do a very basic... I do deeply love this one. I think this one's very good. But I love this cutesy aspect, too. I really want duality of man. Maybe she can be, like, Nami in the show and just have, like, a ton of different outfits. That's allowed, right? Yeah, more Saffron. This is Pyra for Peach. I drew some Pyra for Peach. This is the one that I liked. Her story is so sad. She makes me cry. And also, I didn't realize how hard she was to draw until I got to this point. And then she was difficult to draw, and that wasn't fair. Saffron! More Saffron. I love her. She was supposed to be holding a book. There's, like, a book in here, but the marker completely made it illegible. Ugh, so illegible. Oh, more Henry and Decree. Yay! Damn right I'm pretty. I said petty. Love that. That's their dynamic. They love each other, though. It's okay. This one was hard, because I didn't think to turn the sketchbook, so I was just trying to draw... Like, instead of drawing like this, which would be much easier, I was drawing like this, like just this way, like this, and it was so unnatural, it felt bad. What does it say up top? Oh, it's a cute dynamic. I love it. I love it a lot. Oh, more Icarus and Atis, because I didn't draw enough of just two of them. I was so worried about not just drawing them, because originally it was just them, and Nia was just like a lavender marriage, but I have since gone like, you know what? Polyamory. It's the solution to all the problems. Because I loved Icarus and her dynamic too, and I was like, you know what? Does Atis and her have a dynamic? And they did. And I draw them, and I love the little hand touchies. Oh, so good. And I was figuring out profiles, because profiles suck. I hate them. Hate them so much. Oh, this is one of my favorite pieces. I have this pen. Is it anywhere near me? I don't think it is. It's a fun little pen from the dollar store. God, is it nowhere near me? It's not this pen, but we can test this one too. But it's a dollar store pen. I love dollar store pens. Is it nowhere near me? This is devastating. Hold on. Have some faith. I can't find it. This is devastating. But it's a dollar store pen, and it looks like this. And I was like, oh, what color is it? Is this one? No, this one's black. This one's black. This one makes sense. But the pen was blue, and I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. So I did this pen is blue. I drew myself, and I was like, why are you blue? And I drew my partner and said, you can't just ask someone why they're blue. Obviously, the Mean Girls and then the Breaking Bad. I know that they're not related. I just love connecting those two quotes. And then I drew my partner as blue. He's blue now. I hope he enjoys being blue. This is a really old concept of the Bat Queen. It's a world where the gods used to give blessings, but now they give curses. Technically, it is linked to Icarus's world, but that's just because a lot of my projects are linked through this like portal concept of there once was a god who split themselves into tinier gods. Each of those gods got a world, and the divinity keeps splitting. But the god here gave wishes, but then there was a plague that caused all the portals to close. And when the plague happened in this one, it started giving out curses. And this is her, and I love this outfit. You're going to see this outfit a lot as I try to make it work, and I like drawing it. I like drawing Fluffy. I really do. I wanted to give her, like, a chain, because she chains herself alone in a castle with limited staff. Because she's sad. Yeah, you can see I really like this outfit. I drew the bat. She's like a very fluffy maned bat. She's very sassy, and so I love this one. This one I'm very proud of. I like this one too. I'm very fond of that outfit and figuring out how that one works. I think I genuinely draw that for a while. And then I start getting frustrated with it again and can't stay on model, can't figure out exactly how I want it to look. So then we go back to cookies. I draw a peach blossom cookie, which I hate. Mozzarella cookie, my queen! And then onion cookie, because she had fun bangs, and I wanted to see how I could make them real without, like, getting rid of the onion aspect. Eyeballs. I find eyeballs help me when I'm having a bad time. Tried drawing more people, still was having a bad time, so I drew eyeballs, and I like them. They give me like Steven Universe Diamond feelings for some reason. I don't know why. Black Pearl cookie, love her, very fun. Mermaid cookies are cool. Don't listen to any haters, they're wrong. Now we're gonna get into this thing that I do, where I just take a highlighter. Hey, Chomp, you're not allowed on the camera. I take a bunch of highlighters and I block out like people faces. Oh, hello, goodbye. You're not allowed here. Thank you. I block out like the faces, and then I go back in with pen after the whole page is done and draw on top of them. Like, and that just helps me see poses later. It's kind of like blobs, but it gives me a little bit more structure. I take a page for each character. I do Adis's much later. I play more to see how much layering the gouache I can do, because sometimes this helps me when I'm really struggling. I don't think I've fully gotten out over the art block yet. I won't lie. But I do think that I've helped. I think it's helped. Nia, I started drawing Nia for a bit because she's really pretty. I like pretty ladies. I really like pretty ladies, and she's a real pretty lady. Look at this pretty lady. You're gonna tell me that's not a pretty lady? Nia is a high society lady who's like has like the worst mother. She has like a pageant mom to the extreme, and her mom really wanted her to marry and be the next, like, not a queen, because Decree, well, originally she tried to get her to marry Decree, but then Decree got married to Henry, and that was not allowed. But you know what? It happened. You can't stop it, or I'll kill you. And later, like, okay, then Icarus, he's more in age. That works, but his father doesn't let him marry. There's a whole thing. She, like, her mom exclusively wanted to marry Icarus, and the fact that the proposals were getting rejected, her mom was like, oh, that's your fault. Not that our king is crazy or anything. Not that Braxton needs to go to the loony bin. That's actually your fault. And, like, so she has had impossible standards on her whole life, but she's gorgeous, she's fun, she's witty. And she's very feminine in a way that I enjoy. She's very pretty. She's a good mom. I draw her a lot, actually, I'm realizing in the end. Don't know what happened to the head on this one. This one's head looks weird. Shadow Milk Cookie, we're back. We're back, guys. We're back in the building. I start reading Jambound. I am 2/3 of the way through it. I've been binging it. I start reading Jambound, and we're back. We're back in the building. We're back in the fucking building. But you know what? I was invited this time. I had the key. I draw more Shadow Milk Cookie there. I see some people draw his hair goopy when he's upset, because, like, he does that in one of his official sprites, and I lose my mind. I love it so much. Genuinely. So much. More angry Shadow Milk. More schmilk. I love my boy. And then this is when the splash art started coming out. I started drawing her as I started drawing female Shadow Milk Cookie, because you know what? Our gender fluid queen, our gender fluid king, whatever he wants to be each day. I love it. I love it. Some people call her like Blueberry Cream Cookie, or in Jambound, it's Lady Royal Milk Cookie. Lady Royal Milk Cookie, I think. And oh, I love her. Ooh, I love her so much. It's such a fun thing. Oh, and we do a Lily. We do a Lily and a Schmelk. And then he happens. And then I realize how pretty and how much I genuinely love him. I love him so much. You guys don't know. Cookie time. We're back in the building. Candy Apple makes a small appearance. I try to draw her with actual pigtails, but long-haired pure vanilla has a hold over me that no one can. I love drawing him. He's such a soft little man, but he knows what he wants, and I love him. Yeah, this is officially where I just, like, yeah, it's Jambound. It's Jambound's fault. I'm sorry. I love drawing his hair. I love drawing his expressions. I love how little you can do without eyes, because, like, his eyes are closed. And I love that. I love it so much. And Icarus is PV coded. It's just because they're blonde men with long hair. That's all. That's the only reason. I mean, there's also the, like, Jambound has made me really think of the politics in Icarus's world, and I love it. I love it so much. Here's Adis's. I chose apparently goblin green. And with his pointed ears, he just looks like he's a goblin to me. And I hate it. But you know what? I think the actual drawings are pretty good. I was trying to figure out more alien eyes if I didn't want to, like, do the same eye expression that I've been doing. And I realized I had it right at first. I like how his eye really devolves. I stopped drawing it right, like, by the second eyeball. Really, second eyeball, I stopped drawing it right. It's a problem. We have a few me's. Oh, wait, first, a little bit more Tasia. And then I realized I wasn't having fun with Tasia. And I was like, you know what? Let's draw me as a cookie. I know it's 2 circles for an adult cookie. One's the head and one's the body. You have to fit all the body in the same space that you fit the head. I was trying to do a dragon berry cookie is what I decided I would be. My cookie Sona, guys. Oh, here's Jet. I drew helicopter too. Beetroot, I drew helicopter. I drew me again. I was eating goldfish. I drew some eyeballs, and I drew Jet. This is Peach's bird, Jet. He's very pretty. I love him. His eye is just a black void, and I love him. Oh, I drew some more Nia. I love her. I gave her that dress from earlier. More pure vanilla. Let's call him captivating. Oh, line. Good line. Icarus is a cookie. I'm tired. This is the last page in the sketchbook. I'm sorry. It's not good. It's not good, but you know what? The sketchbook is over and I survived. Tell me what your favorite drawing was, please. It's probably going to be longer for me to finish the next sketchbook, but I do have it. I have it. Hello, Chomp. I do have it. It's smaller. I'll probably be this one, maybe one of the other ones. It's much smaller overall, like, especially in the just general size comparisons, a lot less surface area. But I'll do my best. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Thank you all for sitting with me for 40 minutes. This is the same amount of time it took us for all of the other sketchbooks. This is a problem. But I will get back to y'all as soon as I can. I love you. I love you all very much. Come join me on stream if you want. And bye, guys.